Hey there, it's Sherry Smotherman Short from Painless Blog Analytics. And today I want to show you a quick way that you can look at data from several different sources to help you decide which blog post that you should update. Now, if you're like me, when you go back and look at your old posts on your blog, you just cringe. Some of them are so bad. And our first instinct, or at least mine is to go in and update all those old posts. But sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you would be wasting your time on that when you could be spending your time on something that is going to be have a better result for you and your blog. So I want to show you how I do this kind of quick and dirty analysis here. So the first thing I did was I did download all of my blog posts into a spreadsheet, and I did that using this plugin here called WP All Export. You can put it on your blog, download what you need, and then delete it if you want. It looks like this. And what I was looking for is I was looking for projects that are not specific to Cub Scouts. That's what kind of my focus was on trying to update. So I'm going to go down through here and look and see if I can find, a blog post that is not that has an activity that's not specific to Cub Scouts. And so let's see. Why don't we look at this handmade hiking stick one? Anybody might need a hiking stick, so I thought that might be a good one to look at. First thing I do is I just grab the URL and I put it in my browser, and I'm just going to scroll down through here and look and see. Does this look like it might be a good one to update? It probably is. It's got some affiliate links up here. Yeah, this is probably a good one to update. So let's take our analysis a step further. I'm going to copy that URL again, and I'm actually going to go over here to Google Search Console. I'm under Search Results, and I have clicked this CTR and position so that I see all four of these numbers. Right now it defaults to the last 3 months, but I'm going to change that to the last 12 months. And then this is showing me everything for my site, but I only want to look at information for this particular page or this particular post. So I'm going to put the URL in here. I'm going to apply, and I'm again filtering it by just this page. I like to sort by impressions so that I can see, to me that's potential. The highest number of impressions is where you have the most potential. And I'm looking down through here, and a lot of these, yeah, I'm probably not going to get much search being on page, being in the 68th position or the 91st position. You can see that anything that has Cub Scouts in the title, I do pretty well at. So I'm not too impressed with this. This might, this is probably not going to be a quick win. So I want to check out what's going on with my analytics. And so I'm going to click over here, and right now I'm under Behavior, All Page, Site Content, All Pages. Now I want to look at more than just a week's worth of data. So what I usually do is I just change this to, to be 2019. It gives me a little bit over a year's worth of data, but that's okay. Now, the thing you need to do to be able to filter by this page is to copy this last part of the URL, the backslash, and all the way to the end. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to put that in this field right here, this search field. And I can see that I've gotten, 11,000 page views for this post. Yeah, not awesome, but not horrible either. But I want to find out, where is this traffic coming from? So what I can do is I can click secondary dimension and start typing source, and it gives you some recommendations, and I'm going to pick source medium. So I can see here that almost 60% of my traffic is coming from Pinterest, and then just a little bit from some other sources. So, okay, this is still a possibility. Next, I'm going to go over here to my keyword tool. I actually use two different ones. I use Key Search, and I also use SEMrush. For projects that are quick, I usually just use Key Search, and that's what I've got open here. I'm going to type in DIY hiking stick and search for that. And you can see that I'm not getting a whole lot of search volume on that particular term. Even when you make it homemade walking stick or homemade hiking stick, it's still not, not a whole lot of searches for that particular phrase. The other thing that you can see is this is just kind of flat, so it's not changing. People are not starting to look for DIY hiking sticks. Okay, the next place I want to go is over here to Google Trends. I'm sorry, not Google Trends, Pinterest Trends. And if you've never seen this, it's trends.pinterest.com. And it's kind of a cool tool. It shows you top Pinterest trends from today, and then you can also see it by some of the most popular categories on Pinterest. I'm not worried about all these categories. I just want to look for DIY hiking sticks. Now, you can see that it shows us some predictive things here, but none of these have anything to do with DIY hiking sticks. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter and to search, and that's not a search term that is showing up in Pinterest Trends. So it means people are just not looking for that. So I'm going to take this DIY off and just do hiking stick. Let me just type it in. And again, I'm not seeing anything that is related to that. Again, it's not showing up. Okay, the last place I'm going to go look is under Google Trends, and this is trends.google.com. If you've never used this, what this tool does is it shows you what terms are trending on Google search. So again, I'm going to do DIY hiking stick. And it tells me that there's not enough data to show. So again, people are not really looking for this term. So let's try making this just hiking stick. And some people are looking at for this. It's kind of trending down a little bit. And to be honest, if they're searching for the term hiking stick, they're probably looking for a hiking stick to buy, not a hiking stick to make. That all goes into, the intent of the search. So based on this, based on the fact that it's not trending in Pinterest, it's not really trending in Google search, things are flat here, I'm going to put this on a don't update right now list. So let's look and see if we can find one that it does make sense to update right now. So I'm going to go back over here to my spreadsheet, and I'm going to check out bird feeders. I actually have 3 different blog posts that are bird feeder blog posts. Again, I probably should have put them all in one, but back in the day in 2013, didn't really know what I was doing. So same process as before, copy that URL, put it in here, and let's just kind of look. Yes, this one's probably could use some updating. Pictures are tiny. Yeah, this one probably could use a little updating. So let's just see. Let's go over here to our Google Search Console. I'm going to change this page to be the page that I'm working on. And I'm going to look at impressions. My average position is not great, but my click-through rate's pretty good. So again, I'm going to sort by impressions. Not getting a whole lot of traffic here. Okay, well, let's just, we'll keep that in mind. Same thing, we're going to do the same thing with our analytics. Is I'm going to take this last part of the URL. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change this. I want to edit that. Actually, let's not do that. Let's just X out it, remove that search filter and throw that in here. And again, since I still have my source medium here, I can see I'm getting a fair amount of Google traffic, not getting much Pinterest traffic from this at all. And again, it's the number of page views over the past year are pretty low. So, okay, we might have some potential there. So now I'm going to go into key search and I'm going to put in DIY bird feeder. Going to search for that. And you can see the search volume is pretty good, 14,000. That's actually pretty high for things that I tried to target. But look at this. the trend line, it's going up, and May's probably low because we're only a few days into May, so there's really not a whole lot of data here for May. But I do like this trend line here. So, okay. Now let's go look at Pinterest trends, and I'm going to do DIY bird feeder. And look at that. It is really starting to trend on Pinterest. So this trend line tells me that if I update the post and make some new pins, I might wind up getting more traffic from Pinterest. So last place we're going to check is over here in Google Trends. I'm going to do DIY bird feeders. And you can see the trend line in organic search, in Google search, is also going up. So it's kind of following the same line as the Pinterest trends. So I'm thinking that, even though my performance is not great, based on this here, all this information, this trend line, this trend line, this trend line, I think if I update this post and promote it, including putting out some more pins, putting it in an email newsletter, sharing it on social, I bet I can see an increase in my page views, and maybe even do a better job over here in search. So I'm going to put this on the list of blog posts that I want to update. I'm going to make it a pretty high priority. So that's how I take data from a few different sources, look at it, and kind of decide, do I want to work on this blog post, or does it not make sense to work on this blog post? I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you'd like to find out more information about Painless Blog Analytics and what I do, feel free to visit the blog at painlessbloganalytics.com. Thanks for watching.